Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. The United Nations released a study on inequities for women around the world. It finds 9 out of 10 people have bias toward women.
And local organizations say our state is not an exception to these problems. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us now with more in our top story tonight. Veronica?
The United Nations reports that 25% of people think it is justified for a man to beat his wife. But the study looked at more than just a woman's role at home, also leadership and politics. The United Nations released a study that says half of people globally still believe men make better political leaders than women, and more than 40% believe men make better business executives.
Biases against women and gender inequity is obviously from this report a global problem, but it's also a Nebraska problem.
According to this study, these biases manifest in different ways, such as in an underrepresentation of women in leadership, especially in politics. The UN says the share of women as heads of state or heads of government has remained around 10% since 1995. The League of Women Voters of Nebraska says in our state there are improvements. A spokeswoman for League of Women Voters, Diane Bystrom, says people expect much more from women than they do for men.
Voters have a perception that it's basically masculine qualities that define a good leader. And so they're judging good leadership on masculine quality.
Bystrom would like to see a greater effort to have more women participate in Nebraska politics.
Just going over those things like, I can't do this, like you can do this, and there can be support for you. And so I think there needs to be a more concerted effort to recruit women to run for political office.
The UN study also says a global backlash against women's rights has worsened the issue.
Rights are being taken away by elected officials and courts, and so there's definitely a lot more work to be done because it's not just a problem globally, or we're not insulated from that problem. It's definitely a problem here in Nebraska too.
The study says to address the issue, there needs to be an increase in education, income, and employment for women and girls, as well as an increase in representation in leadership.
All right, Veronica Barreto with our top story tonight. Thank you.